In a previous video on the channel, we looked into the world of mystery boxes and loot boxes for tabletop wargaming, and it's time to go back to the well again. Welcome to Tantrums and Tabletops, I'm Ben, and I'll see you after this. So last year, after doing some research online, I found WARGAMER and I ordered one of their loot boxes. It was awesome. When we looked at it, there were miniatures from companies and games that I'd not heard of before. I got that booster pack for the Warhammer trading card game, which may or may not be worth a fortune now.
Worthless!
I enjoyed the content of that box so much, I thought, why not try again? So I went online, I ordered the January 2024 edition of the Wargamer DOOMBOX. That's what we're going to open today, and let's see if the loot inside is just as cool, if not cooler than what we received last time, and see if there's another pack of trading cards that I may be able to retire on. Let's get stuck in. Right, we have our trusty scalpel. Let's cut the tab and see what we have in the box. Which, it's already open, so I don't need the scalpel. So, Wargamer DOOMBOX, January 2024. You have successfully located a DOOMBOX 2.0. These boxes are intended to provide sample miniatures from a variety of companies and introduce you to new model ranges. Hopefully, you'll find some interesting new miniatures to paint and maybe find yourself a new game to play. Depending on the month, every box contains a combination of sci-fi, fantasy and historical models, as well as hobby items, novels, CCG cards and other goodies. Boxes are very limited in number due to rare out-of-production models often being included. We have their email, which is contact@wargamerdoombbox.com, and we have their website, www.wargamerdoombbox.com, and there's contact information for Facebook, which is www.facebook.com/wargamerdoombbox. Lesson learnt from last time. Let's find the contents list at the bottom of the box and we'll work out what's what. So this month we have one killer boss with one-time stab grot from Games Workshop with a value of £22.50. We have 5 enforcers from Mantic, which are worth £9. And we have 5 Tlalocan Bound Dead from Warlord Games, which are valued at £12.50. So let's read the blurb. Hello there.
General Kenobi.
The deadly mist finally clears. Before you, a glittering Doombox reveals itself, containing a treacherous Uruk Kruleboy's killer boss from Games Workshop's Age of Sigmar fantasy game. This premium plastic model includes a cheeky little goblin and will make a great addition to any orc-based fantasy army. For more details, visit www.warhammer.com. A sprue of 5 plastic armoured enforcers from the amazing Mantic games. These models can be used in Mantic's critically acclaimed Firefight sci-fi wargame, or indeed any sci-fi game of your choosing. If you love these chaps, visit www.manticgames.com for the full range. Finally, a pack of 5 metal Tlalocan Bound Dead warriors from the Aztec faction in Warlord Games' superb warband level skirmish game, Mythic Americas. These units include either a champion or a Tlalocan, if I'm saying that wrong, I do apologise, High Priest from the store.warlordgames.com. So if you're familiar with the relaunch of Age of Sigmar, the Dominion box, I think it was, that came with the Stormcast and the Uruks, I believe this guy was in that box. I'm fairly new to Age of Sigmar, I'm a 40k player myself, so correct me if I'm wrong, but you know what you're getting with a Games Workshop model. The detail on it is always great. This little chap looks like he'll be great fun to paint with his little stabby knife. Tactical base with a dead guy on it, typical. But cool, so that's something new for me. I look forward to painting that. And a slaughter base, old school. So these will be the guys from Mantic, the enforcers. So let's take them out of the bag and have a look at the sprues. So what do we have? As the instructions said, we have 5 guys. It looks like we have different weapon options for them, which is really cool. For 5 different guys, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 head options, which is really cool. So you can customize the squad as you want, I guess. We've got some really cool looking knife, like gauntlet hand weapons. I guess whatever the equivalent of bolters are in this game. Some heavy weapons. This looks like a flamer of some description. It's really cool. But again, I think there was something from Mantic last time as well. Maybe the orcs, I think. And the models were really great. I've enjoyed painting them. And these look like they'll be just as cool. Lots of modelling options, which is always nice. Then finally, some metal miniatures, which take me back to my youth. It's not something I'm overly used to these days. They've still got a bit of the smell. Some laser cut MDF bases, times 5. And let's open up this bag. So these look really cool. I'll get some photos on screen and show them off to the camera in a second. But again, it's something different to what I'm used to these days. It's something very different to what I'd see in 40k. So we have 5 of them. There's a guy with a couple of spiked clubs, looking really angry with everyone. We have, I guess, the chief. His headdress is rather impressive, holding a severed head, which is always a delight. We have another guy with a big old club with arrows sticking out of him, so these had better days. It'll be interesting to paint these up. Obviously, cleaning them up is going to be different. Not too different, I should hope, from what I remember from metal models from Games Workshop. Just yeah, be interesting to see how these guys come out. So there we go. 3 different sorts of miniatures from 3 different companies. 1 I'm familiar with, 2 I'm not. So again, let's put some pictures of these on the screen now and remind ourselves of what we got. There was 1 killer boss with 1 stab grot from Games Workshop, which has a value of £22.50. There were 5 enforcers from Mantic with a value of £9, and 5 Tlalocan bound dead from Warlord Games with a value of £12.50. So the overall value of that box is £44. So the price you pay on wargamerdoombox.com is significantly less than that. That's a great saving again. Yeah, I'm looking forward to painting these all up. I'm looking forward to having them in the cabinet. And I'm really looking forward to hopefully doing more of these types of videos in the future. It's short and sweet this time. There's not a lot more I think we need to go into. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider giving it a like. If you fancy picking one of these up for yourself, then go to www.wargamerdoombox.com. We're not sponsored by them. I bought this myself. I just think it's really cool. If you like what we do on the channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps us out. We're on that very slow march to 500 and upgrading ourselves to Y-list YouTubers. Thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. That didn't work.